One in McKinley and Fountain Valley at Euclid in the 405. Check them out on Yelp or go to CourtFurnitureOutlet.com. That's CORT FurnitureOutlet.com.
Hi guys, it's Andrew with Viewside Medical Clinic. Are you struggling with ED pills? Well, we have a major medical advancement that has helped thousands of men. Wave technology at Viewside Medical was tested by Cambridge University and the Cleveland Clinic, and the results are in. It's proven to increase blood flow by repairing blood vessels. No pills and no side effects. If you're ready to put a stop to your ED by treating the root cause, call us now. And not only will the assessment and blood flow ultrasound be free, we'll also include something unique that produces powerful results to intimacy. I don't think I've ever seen it fail. This is a $600 value, free to those that call in the next 2 minutes. 310-307-1111. That's 310-307-1111. Guys, put a stop to your ED. Call Viewside Medical Clinic now to qualify. 310-307-1111.
Are you sick of trying to keep up with the wild financial inflation? We are living in turbulent times. Well, the new normal. You have worked hard for your money, and it's not unreasonable to want a reliable return while having no market risk. So please listen closely. Let me introduce you to my friends at Reliant Capital. They could deliver a 10 to 12% return on your investment, and all IRAs and 401k rollovers are eligible. I challenge you to just make the call and a no-obligation phone consultation. Call 800-788-1000. That's 800-788-1000. Protect what you have worked for and possibly get the double returns Warren Buffett has been earning for years. Remember, the first rule of making money, don't lose money. Rule number 2, never forget rule number 1. Be like the thousands of listeners over the past decade who have made the call to Reliant Capital. Call now. Consultations book up quickly. 800-788-1000. That's 800-788-1000.
Traffic now brought to you by Video and Audio Center, then back to In-Depth. Here's Barbara Brooks.
Well, we've got a single alert now in Diamond Bar. Big rain stalled out 60 eastbound past Golden Springs. Right lane is blocked, and that's enough to back you up before Hacienda. In El Monte, 10 eastbound at Peck, got a crash over to the right shoulder, jamming things up before the 710. Clearing up an accident in Santa Fe Springs, 605 southbound at Telegraph. Half the carpool lane blocked. Watch out for delays there. Beginning before Beverly, 605 southbound is the KNX DuckDuckGo route you can trust. Looking good there between the 91 and the 405. New problem in Long Beach, 405 northbound, connector to the 710 northbound. A wreck in the right lane. Slowing things from Lakewood, and we've got that ongoing signal in Anaheim. 5 northbound connector to the 91 westbound, trying to get a wreck out of the left lane. Don't miss the President's Day deals now at Video and Audio Center. Get the latest Samsung, Sony, LG big screens, and more. Prices as low or lower than the internet, plus free same or next day setup. Shop in store or call the hotline 310-899-2929. 310-899-2929. Next report at 2:25 with more reports more often in the CarsonToyota.com 24-hour traffic center. KNX News 97.1 FM.
KNX In-Depth, Mike Simpson and Charles Spellman.
Okay, when you go to Disneyland, you're sad to leave.
Everybody does. No one wants to leave Disney.
I can't wait to
Like,
get out.
stay for the fireworks.
I can't wait to get out.
Most people stay for the fireworks.
No, I go, I see it, it's like, okay, enough.
It's so boring.
Yeah, maybe you watch a Disney movie and imagine yourself as a Disney princess or a Disney hero. It might seem disappointing to re-enter reality, but you might not have to in the future.
Yeah, there's this planned community in Rancho Mirage where they're working on what they call story living neighborhoods. Dusty Sage is the editor of MiceChat.com, independent Disney news website and blog. He's with us from Disneyland right now. How appropriate. Yes, of course. Dusty, thanks for being here. So, look, when people hear Disney community, they think there's going to be a Matterhorn at the center and they'll bring back the gondolas. So is it that, or is it very, fun yet safe architecture and happy workers and nice lawns and no trash, and that's going to be the world that they built?
Well, I think you hit the nail on the head. I think it's absolutely going to be a very Palm Springs feeling community, mid-century, modern sort of a development with a giant lake in the middle. But like all Disney things, there will be plenty of things residents will be able to pay for, for special services at the community associations or for the lake club Disney's going to make money off of you even after you buy your property.
So will all the public servants be dressed as like Disney characters? Is like Mickey Mouse going to give you a traffic ticket or something?
That would be the best.
Yeah,
I'm sure people are expecting that kind of thing. It's not going to be any of those sorts of things. So it won't really feel like Disneyland when you go. And that may disappoint some people. No monorail to take you to Disneyland. So create spaces. And it all goes back to Walt Disney's earliest ideas for a planned community out at Walt Disney World that was going to be called Epcot. Epcot is a theme park, but the original idea for Epcot was it's going to be a city that people could work in and that had all the modern conveniences. And while this community won't really be Walt Disney's version of Epcot, it is sort of that idea with the lake in the middle so that provides beautiful views and well-planned communities with strict community rules. And that is something that Disney does well. There's lots of strict rules.
Are they actually going to run the place, or are they just putting it plans to paper and someone's going to build it and then they'll bring in entertainment now and then or stuff like that?
And they really plan to run this thing. So Disney cast members are going to run the neighborhood association, and they will also do the planning for life enrichment sort of activities. You'll pay extra to belong to the clubs that will provide all sorts of kind of niceties to make your life feel better, wellness sort of activities, so forth. And they will also run some sort of a lake club. It's all sort of nebulous right now what's coming, and I'm sure we'll hear much more in the future. But from what I understand, Disney is going to be very hands-on with this community. So two others.
So is this going to be, though, affordable housing or only for people who can afford tickets to Disneyland?
It's funny, and somebody was just the other day asking me, it's in the middle of a desert, and but it's a very expensive area, and how are they going to find all the water? And I said, well, they don't need to worry about water because the lagoon will be filled by the tears of all the people that won't be able to afford to
おはようございます。なんか電波がめためたなんですけど、
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, if you live there, when you
映って
walk
ますか、ちゃ
outside,
んと。
will birds be flying around you? And
Like get little animatronic kitty birds
Yeah.
come to your window.
wow,
Oh, they're going to set up so it's going to be like just like whatever vacation club thing they have. There's going to be some sales pitch
yeah, but I don't.
somewhere that's how they're going to rope you in because that's what they do for timeshares and stuff, right?
Oh yeah, Disneyland, you can't walk 5 feet without running into a Disney Vacation Club booth. And they'll do that, for this Story Living community as well. So I'm sure that they'll get the Disney sales engine behind it. And you won't be able to watch a movie or buy a DVD. Do people still buy DVDs? If you buy a DVD, they'll be an
電波がめためたなんですけど、
But Dusty, why is it that I still can't figure out if this is something out of like a Disney movie or the Twilight Zone?
Well, when I wrote about it, I had to preface the article with, this is not an April Fool's joke. Because, 5 years ago, no one would believe that Disney would be building an entire neighborhood
映像大丈夫ですかね、なんかね、
that you could spend a lot of
全
money.
然ダメ。これ、まあ音はね、大丈夫そうなんですけど、
But it's true.
絵がめためたなんですよね。
Very quickly,
俺
because you
のや
mentioned
つだったら、
and that
もうね、
was
50ギガ
Walt
使い切っちゃってるから、
Disney's when he was still alive, it was his notion of a planned community, and
映っ
it
てればいい
didn't
んですけ
work
ど
out、that way. Why do they think this one will?
So the only reason Epcot didn't work out the way they had planned is that Walt Disney died before they could build it. So he is sort of the P.T. Barnum of the
電
Disney
波がめため
company.
た
And
しって、
Walt
も
was such an
バラバラバラバラ。
enthusiastic and
面白
wonderful
くないですよ。
representative of everything that Disney
綺麗
did that people would have given any amount of money to be part of Walt's dream. But when he passed away, the dream died with him, and the company did what they knew best, which was building theme parks. But they really have gotten to a point where they do know how to develop properties. And out in Florida, they developed a community just next to Walt Disney World that they sold many years ago. And then recently, they have developed a second community called Golden Oaks, right next to the Magic Kingdom, with multi-million-dollar homes. And they make a lot of money selling those properties. So I'm sure they just wanted to do something similar in California. But this is a much, much larger development.
Dusty Sage there, micechat.com. I'm going to pay all that money. There better be a churro card.
Would you want to live in a 24-hour, 7-day-a-week Disney environment?
If the churro cart's there at the end of the driveway. All right, that's in depth for the day. We'll be back tomorrow, 1 p.m. Traffic in a minute.
It's not easy being the one everyone counts on to keep the facility running, no matter the weather or supply chain hiccups. But we get you, Raymond in Buffalo, and Maria in Miami, Jules in Minneapolis, and Stan in Central Indiana. Taking control of everything that's under your control. At Grainger, we're here for you. Experienced branch staff at over 250 locations, so you get the product you're looking for. Call clickgrainger.com or just stop by. Grainger.
A big live streamer?
メタメ
No,
メタ
but
メタ
guess what? You don't need an endless data plan. Get just the right amount of data with TrackPhone's $40 unlimited talk and text smartphone plan. Now with 8 gigs of high-speed data and unlimited carryover on America's largest, most dependable network with 5G. Get the data you need at the price you want. TrackPhone Wireless Control. Available at major retailers. 5G compatible device required. Actual availability, coverage, and speed may vary. See terms and conditions at TrackPhone.com.
Traffic brought to you by Genesis of Bay Harbor.
Bound 4710 to right lane blocks pulling you from Lakewood. Watch out for troubles in Santa Fe Springs, clearing 605 southbound of Telegraph. And crash out of the carpool lane that it's busy from the 60. And you've got that Sidler and Diamond Bar because of the big rig that's stalled out. 60 eastbound past Golden Springs, right lane blocked. Watch out for delays from before Hacienda. And in Anaheim, they're trying to right an overturned car. 5 northbound connector to the 91 westbound. Right lane still blocked.
なんか
And
ね、
that's
も
the
う
state
電
alert
波
as
が
well.
めち
Watch
ゃ
out for delays starting at
車
Brookhurst.
の方も
The
ダメだ
future
か
is
ら、
bright in the
なん
first
か
ever all-new
多分あれですかね、太陽風かなんか来てんですかね。
at South Bay, the Ioniq 5.
ソーラーフレアでしょうね、これね、きっと
And South
ね。
Bay Hyundai has a large selection of the ultra-fast charging Ioniq 5s to choose from. Go to sbhyundai.com today. Next report at 2:35. With more reports more often in the carsandtoyota.com. 24-hour
電磁
traffic
波がずれてるんです
KNX
よ。電磁波。
97.1 FM.
Ralph's is proud to be a cornerstone of this great community, providing fresh, nutritious
あ、二
meals
人とも見な
all
がら映
around
ってる
Southern
ね。
California. But none of this would be possible without our friendly associates who are always there to meet the needs of our customers when they need it most. At Ralph's, we're a family, and we couldn't do it without the dedication, commitment, and determination of our associates to make this world a better place one day at a time. We are Ralph Strong.
Attention, important consumer information regarding dental implants from First Dental Implant Center. Always ask if implants are USA made and FDA approved. First Implant Center performs fixed implants in one day at half the price of competition and with hundreds of 5-star patient reviews. Come in at 9 a.m. and by afternoon eat proper food with gorgeous teeth at prices that no other dentist offers. No money down financing, free exam and scan, a $950 gift. Do this, Richard. I had my teeth fixed in one day at
電
First
磁波
Dental
か
Implant Center, and I could
電
not be
波、
happier
もう
with
電
the
波っていう
results.
か
I have visited several
デー
other
タが
places.
50ギガ超えたから
And care at First Dental Implant.
それで悪くなってるかどっちかっすね。でもね、キャスの方は電話のデータじゃなくて車につないでるからそれでも落ちるからなんかやっぱり電磁波じゃないですかね。バラバラ落ちるんですよ。ソーラーフレアですね。きっとね、太陽風。なんかみんな犬の糞に食いついてるな、今日。犬の糞に食いついてるじゃないですか。パンデミックじゃなくてエンデミックだって。エンデミックポリシーだって。
Have you been looking for furniture but finding out nothing is in stock. At Court Furniture Outlet's President's Day sale event, you'll find everything is in stock and ready
パ
for
ンデミック
immediate
であったらエン
delivery.
デミックっ
So
て
if
の
you're
もあるんで
looking
す
to
ね、
brighten
ちゃん
up
と。
your home or make your workplace more comfortable, Court has it all. Save on a huge selection of new and previously leased upholstery, including Howard reclining sectionals, now only $12.99 while they last. Plus, a great selection of new Italian leather, all in stock. Check out the great deals on office furniture. Porch floor lateral files, now only $50. Mesh back office chairs, $59. And sit-to-stand desks from $3.99. Stop paying high retail prices. Come in today and discover why Court Furniture
う
Outlet has
ん、
been
太陽フレア
the destination of designers, home stagers, and business
じゃないですか
professionals
ね。
for 50 years. With locations in Glendale,
電話の
in Corona,
電波だけじゃなくて、
and
車の方もダメだから、
405.
その可能性あります。
CortFurnitureOutlet.com. That's CortFurnitureOutlet.com. This is KNX News 97.1 FM, Southern California's only 20.
McCormick in Fort Worth, Texas, of providing drugs to
切れるんですよね、
Tyler's
パッ
dad
チパッチ。
that led to his overdose death. Tyler's widow and mother hugged as the verdict was read. The jury deliberated for just 3 hours. Eric K. was convicted of 1 count of drug distribution resulting in death and drug conspiracy. He could prison. Now, Skaggs was found dead in a Dallas hotel room back in July of 20 with a toxic mix of drugs in his system.
The search for hit-and-run driver man in South LA at an intersection there last month has been intensified. Video evidence now released. There's a reward. The killer struck. He's distinctive. Traffic video at the intersection of Manchester and Van Ness showed Adolph Lyons walking in the intersection when a 2019 or 2020 Chevy Silverado pickup with dual exhaust, a lift kit, oversized tires, and 22-inch rims turned left and struck him. The driver got out, waited 10 seconds, then drove off. South Traffic Bureau Detective Ryan Moreno says other features are being put into a DMV search program to find the truck. We're doing a massive research. There are characteristics on this truck, such as it has a sunroof, you see in video. It does have a van lining.
カレンさん、おはようございます。
Now, the reward has been posted for the arrest of the driver, whose capture a priority. Sent a message to people in the area to slow down and watch out for pedestrians. Last year at this time, 9 people were killed in traffic accidents in South Bureau. So far this year, there have been 18 deaths, a 100% increase. That's something they want to reduce as soon as possible. In South LA, Matrio, KNX News,
星っすか。
97.1 FM.
Governor Gavin Newsom will be
でもね、太陽だけじゃないですからね。太陽系なんて世界じゃないや。銀河系のただの一部あるでしょうね。もちろんね。
The governor will be outlining this approach during an appearance in Fontana, and KNX News is there and we'll have a full report.
The LA Unified School District continues to stick to its outdoor mask mandate despite clearance from the county health director to remove them. One medical expert blames messaging to date from state health officials.
The discussion from the governor on down is shifting from crisis mode to living with COVID, a so-called endemic approach. But Dr. Amish Adaljian, infectious disease specialist with Johns Hopkins, says they're late.
They didn't really prepare the population for the fact this is going to be an endemic respiratory disease. If they had to learn how to recognize it, they had to get comfortable with that level of risk.
Dr. Adaljian believes it is safe for students to be unmasked on campus, especially outdoors.
Maybe some school districts have this idea that someday the post-pandemic world is going to look like 2019. That's false. It's not going to look like 2019. It's going to be a world in which COVID-19 isn't ever present virus, but a much more manageable virus.
Dr. Adaljian says he fears the decision to keep students masked is more based on politics than science. Vicki Moore, KNX News 97.1 FM. With California's erratic temperatures, heat waves no longer happen just over the summer. It can happen any time during the year. And now some lawmakers want to create a system to warn people.
The bill would essentially lead to a statewide heat wave warning and ranking system to help Californians prepare for a stretch of hot weather. The ranking would include information on high and low temperatures and how long the heat wave was supposed to last. Insurance Commissioner Ricardo Lara is backing the efforts, hoping it will save lives.
Heat waves are the deadliest threat from climate change that we face. Heat waves are a silent killer, particularly for our elderly, our immigrant communities, and those with other health conditions. And it's only going to get worse in the years ahead.
As part of the end of past heat waves and identify any gaps in insurance coverage. Officials say during one scorching heat wave in LA County 2 years ago, there were 10 times as many emergency room visits as there normally were. John Bear, KNX News 97.1 FM. Supply chain issues with incoming shipbound cargo improving even as consumer spending continues its upward trend.
January for the Port of Los Angeles, a record-setting month, eclipsing all other Januaries in the port's more than 100-year history. The amount of time it takes to load arriving cargo ships is improving significantly. And well done. Terminals over the last month is down to 5 days compared to 11. And as Gene Soroka, Executive Director, Port of Los Angeles, he says the port has not had to issue any of those proposed fines, $100 a day for cargo that languishes, clogs up the docks. But he says it's a motivator that's still possible, and we will keep the tool of that fee in our box as long as we need to. Imports for the month of January improving roughly 3.5% year over year. However, exports year over year down 16%. Craig Figman, KNX News 97.1 FM.
The governor is working to ease the price at the pumps here in California. What he wants to do coming up after traffic is 2:35.
Right now, your traffic and weather together every 10 minutes on the 5. We check in again with Barbara Brooks.
It's a busy ride out of Santa Monica on the 10 eastbound. Expect delays all the way through downtown. That's the work in Lawndale 405 southbound. Inglewood off-ramp has been closed. That's enough to jam you up from Century Boulevard. Then we got more slowing up ahead because of the big alert in Long Beach. 405 southbound, you're on and off the brakes, Artesia Boulevard into the 710. The wreck itself is on the northbound 405 before the 710 in the 2 right lanes. That's got another state alert, 6 eastbound by Golden Springs. Big rig sold out in right lane. Expect delays before Hacienda. Westbound still quite tough through Industry, starting before 7th. You had a crash on the 7th off-ramp. Through South El Monte. And watch out in El Monte on the 10 eastbound. Tech Road, crash off to the shoulder there. Jam things up before the 710. Slow and go on the 210 eastbound. Through Pasadena into Azusa again into San Dimas from Glendora. And they're wrapping up around Anaheim, South Northbound connector to the 91 westbound. Clearing an overturn car. Still have the right lane blocked through there, so watch out for delays starting right about Brookhurst. Your next report at 2:45 with more reports more often in the CarsonToyota.com 24-hour traffic center. KNX News 97.1 FM.
Southern California weather forecast. Sunny, windy out there. Warm. We do have this wind advisory in effect until 3 o'clock, so maybe another wet 23 minutes or so. Gusts 40 to 50 miles per hour range. We could have another advisory as well. Otherwise, well, it's the mid-60s, mid-70s here. Forecast highs are going to be in those 40s and 50s. More sunshine tomorrow in 60s and 70s again. Right now, Los Angeles is 74 degrees. We've got 70 in Florida. 72 degrees on the coast, sunny in Long Beach at 237.
Gas prices still climbing in California now.
学者さんたちもまた不思議。なんか、確かにね。ね、ガスずっと噴出してる星ってあるじゃないですか。電磁波だって出っ放しの星だってあるでしょうね。ちょっと行きますね。